we were doing another project over on the corner of Webster and Franklin. Danny and Anthony were on site working that job, and I was looking for a place to hide, so I got in the truck and took a drive and happened to go up Montgomery and saw a little sign on the building and contacted a realtor. Came back at lunchtime, got these guys. We were on the roof by noontime, and from the third floor at that point, we were looking at potential views, but knowing that we could go higher. I said, we're buying this building. By 3 o'clock that afternoon, we had a bid in, and 2-3 weeks later, it was accepted.
Just haven't looked back.
It was a disaster.
Yeah.
It was a disaster. There was no warehouse, garbage everywhere, old walls, like pyro block walls.
Yeah.
So it took us 6 months just to get this place.
How many containers do you think we took out of here?
We took about 50 containers of garbage. The city was very happy with us redoing this building. It was an eyesore on the block.
Right.
Sat here empty, just red brick, very ugly. They were very happy for us to come in and fix this building. It took us a year to get it to where we wanted to start, going up. You know, after knocking walls down, shoring up the building, changing stairwells, underpinning. You know, basically it was a crew of 8 of us in here doing it, getting everything ready. Once we're ready, in 5 months, you see where it is now.
That was the beginning of 07.
Yes.
Like January, February of 07.
That was all the structure.
All the structure.
And the actual building started in December of 07. So it took us 11 months just to get it to be able to build.
Okay.
I mean, it was in that rough a shape, this building.
Yeah, but now, I mean, you could build 15 stories on the top of this thing with the amount of concrete and new steel that we all put in.
That was the common wall for between the 2 buildings that had to come down, and that was, Danny, you could explain that. You were here for all that.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
It was a 20-inch wall that was holding up the existing whole building. So we had to cut triangular pockets, dig out for a footing, put footings in, put the C-channels up on each side one at a time, and then put a steel column in to support it. Once we got them all installed, then we were able to knock the walls down, which were supporting the floors above.
What you see here goes the entire perimeter of the building. We underpin the entire building.
It's a lot more satisfying feeling taking something old and making it new again than knocking it down and just putting up, you know, something new, the latest and the greatest. We'd rather...
Yeah, you appreciate your work.
Yeah,
you do.
Yeah, I mean, and you're not changing the fabric of the city. You're keeping what was once there and you're restoring it to its former glory. And we have a lot of pride in that. We take a lot of pride in that.
I mean, just the name of the company, Brunelleschi, comes from the Renaissance architect Filippo Brunelleschi, who was responsible for the design of the cathedral in the city of Florence, Italy. And
which is pretty much the beginning of the Renaissance.
Yeah, the Renaissance.
He is probably single-handedly responsible for Renaissance architecture. So our roots are heavily tied to Florence, and hence the logo, which is the cathedral, the dome of the cathedral. But Italy is all about restoring, and as a matter of fact, there's what they call the Belle Arte, which is they will not allow you to knock things down. You've got to restore them. So it's in the blood, it's ingrained, and a lot of that architectural influence comes really from Florence, from Italy, and it's like Anthony said, it's very enjoyable. Knocking down and building is easier type of building. It has its own set of problems, but it's, you know, one step in front of the other. With reconstruction, you open a wall and you don't know what you're going to find.
It's a new problem.
It's a new problem.
It's a new problem.
Danny gets those every single day.